today we are going to recap how the periodic table works. This is the periodic table that you guys get in your tests or your exams, and then we are going to use this periodic table to write a few compounds. Just a reminder, the metals on the periodic table, which I didn't color in, they act as males, and so they give electrons, they transfer, and they keep their name. A metal in group 1 has 1 valence electron, a metal in group 2 has 2 valence electrons, and then for the transition metals we need to use the stock system. A metal in group 13, Roman numerals 3, will have 3 valence electrons. If we then look at the non-metals, they act as females. They change their name and they accept the electron from the metal. Remember, all elements want to look like the noble gases, like group 18. So if they have 3 valence electrons, they are either going to donate all 3 off, or they would have to go and find another 5. And all atoms always do the thing that is the least amount of work. So let's look at a few examples. The first example I'm going to do is sodium chloride. Sodium Na is in group 1, and so sodium has 1 valence electron. Chlorine is in group 17, Roman numeral 7, and so chlorine has 7 of its own electrons. Sodium is a metal. It therefore gives its electron to chlorine. Chlorine is a non-metal. It therefore accepts that 1 electron from sodium. If we remember, all elements, all atoms bond because they want 8 valence electrons in their outer shell. So sodium has donated its 1 electron. It can only donate 1. It only has 1. Chlorine has got space for that 1 electron, and so sodium chloride, when I write it, is simply 1 sodium atom and 1 chlorine atom. If I now look at magnesium oxide, I start with magnesium. Magnesium is a metal. It is in group 2, and so magnesium has 2 valence electrons. If I now take oxygen, oxygen is in group 16, Roman numeral 6, and therefore it has 6 of its own valence electrons. Magnesium now donates its 2 valence electrons to oxygen. It is a metal. It transfers them out. Oxygen is the non-metal. It has space for another 2 valence electrons, and so when magnesium and oxygen bond, we get 1 magnesium and 1 oxygen. And if we remember, magnesium is the metal. It keeps its name, so it's magnesium. Oxygen is the non-metal. It changes its name slightly when it bonds, so it becomes oxide. Okay, let's look at a couple harder examples. Let's stick to sodium, magnesium, oxygen, and chlorine. But let's now see how sodium Na would bond with oxygen. Sodium is in group 1. It has 1 valence electron. Oxygen is in group 16, Roman numeral 6, and it has 6 valence electrons. So sodium now transfers that one electron to oxygen. Sodium does not have another electron to transfer, but oxygen in this situation does not have 8 electrons. So sodium has to phone a friend. Sodium has to ask another sodium atom with its 1 valence electron to come and help out, so that this oxygen now has 8 valence electrons, so that it looks like the noble gas. And that is why sodium oxide is 2 sodium atoms and only 1 oxygen atom. If we now look at magnesium chloride, we get a similar situation. So, magnesium is in group 2. It has its 2 valence electrons. Chlorine is in group 17, Roman numeral 7, and so when it comes, chlorine comes with 7 valence electrons. Magnesium donates 1 electron to chlorine. Chlorine now has 8. Chlorine is now stable. But magnesium still has 1 valence electron, and it now is not stable. And so here, chlorine has to phone a friend. And chlorine asks another chlorine atom with its 7 valence electrons. And now that gives magnesium the option of donating the other valence electron to the other chlorine atom. And that is why magnesium chloride is Mg, 1 magnesium, and